Good afternoon. I just want to talk to you guys today about being at the edge of promise. And it's really interesting because I was reading Deuteronomy, the first 5 chapters. I really read the first six, but some things I just learned today. And I thought I knew this story, and I thought that I don't know. I thought that when Israel were the Israelites were freed from Egypt, that God just walked them through the wilderness and that they were being disobedient, and it took them 40 years to reach the promised land. And that is not exactly what happened. I did find out that the promised land was only 11 days away, but what I didn't know is they did actually reach the promised land in 11 days. They reached the promised land in 11 days. They get right to the edge of promise. And at that moment, they sent spies over to assess the land. And when they came back and told them, hey, this place is big, is huge, the walls are taller than any walls we've ever seen, there's giants there, but there's milk, there's honey, and they get all these reports, immediately the Israelites shut down and they start misinterpreting what God had already done for them. They said, God must have brought us here to kill us. And they stopped at the edge of the promise and refused to move. And a lot of times we do the exact same thing. God will give us a direction. He'll give us clarity, and we'll get excited, and we're honored to be called. And then we get right to the edge of promise. And because it doesn't look easy and it doesn't look like something that we could do, we shut down and we begin to freeze at the promise. We refuse to move. We become stagnant right at the feet of the promise. And we're right there along the shore of it. And we start telling ourselves things like, we allow fear to come in, and we start telling ourselves things like, I can never do this. This is too much for me. This is too big for me. And it's not that we don't believe God. It is just that our fear has overrode our agreement. And one of the biggest mistakes the Israelites would make over and over again is forgetting how far God had brought them. I went through this very same thing in my life, and I'm sure you guys go through it in your life. We pray for direction, and we pray, and God will take us right to the promise. And when we get there, we're afraid of it because it doesn't look like we thought it would look, or because there's resistance, or because they're giants. And a lot of times it's internal resistance, it's our fear. Like, you're not qualified. It's telling us you're not qualified to do this. You're not really called. Well, what about this? And who's watching? And what are they going to think? And I almost didn't post this video because I've struggled with, being obedient and coming on and posting videos, because it's like God is taking me farther and deeper, and he's telling me I need you to post this video. And my fear said, well, I'm not qualified to post this video. Who am I that they're going to want to hear what I have to say? And I thought about, and today when I was doing my Bible study, I thought about all the times that God has delivered me and healed me and gave me clarity and direction. And how would I get to this place, the place he already promised me, and then be too fearful to move? And I don't want you to ever think or you will start misinterpreting your rebellion for hesitation. And that's dangerous because it's subtle, but it's dangerous.